FSC 9. FIGHTSTAR Championship 9, right here in London, England. We are ready for the main event of the evening. We are scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the professional welterweight division. This bout sponsored by Bonsai Biotics. Supplements formulated by pharmacists and tested by professionals. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. This man has no wins with just 1 defeat and represents NFM and Pálsson Gracie. He is Alan Procter. And his opponent, with 2 wins and no defeats, representing Mjolnir MMA in Iceland, he is Thor Pálsson. When the action begins, your referee in charge is Rich Mitchell.
Main event time, pro welterweight action here, the FIGHTSTAR Championship. Alan Procter from NFM and Pálsson Gracie fighting out the red corner versus Thor Pálsson from the Mjolnir MMA gym in Iceland out of the blue.
Much anticipated rematch.
Yeah, the first time these two met, Alan got disqualified, and this will be the decider to who walks away with the undisputed victory.
Well, Alan straight in, firing shots. Happy to trade leather.
Alan very athletic, very fast hands, as you can see here, looking for the left hook. Thor Pálsson, though, took the gold in the IMF European Championships. And that's what his pedigree is, the takedowns. Very, very hard to stop.
Does well, pulls his man flat.
He's a gifted grappler, and he'll look to mount here. He's got to think about sucking Alan away from the cage. He'll try and pull his hips away, and then perhaps look for that mount. But Procter doing a great job of head fighting and trying to get his feet onto the mat and stand up. He used the cage to stand up just like that. Pálsson, known for his pressure style.
Great work, beautiful.
Excellent hip bump off the cage.
Fantastic.
Dropped him down, yeah, ends up on top now. Dominant top control from Pálsson, he's known for this. And Procter must have looked at the tape and anticipated this, Rob, and he must have had a game plan here. Oh, straight to the mouth.
Beautiful work.
He sliced through that like butter, and now Pálsson is in full mount.
Procter looking to possibly use a cage to get himself out of trouble, but Pálsson senses it, brings him forward.
Pálsson fights like a guy with so much more experience. He's got Gunnar Nelson at his gym over there in Iceland, so that's just going to help him come on leaps and bounds. You can hear from the crowd here, Rob, they're getting behind these fighters.
Huge crowd following for Pálsson.
Pálsson's got some devastating ground and pound from the mount, so that's looking where he's going to go. He's got to get his left leg out of that position, the open guard here, and drive it across the belly of Procter and gain that mount. But Procter keeping him busy with those elbows.
That's right, elbows off his back. Pálsson now trying to pass. Procter does well, looks to work for the arm. Pálsson pulls it free.
Pálsson very active from the top. He'll really implement that ground and pound technique, as you see there from the beautiful elbow, and he won't give his opponents any time to breathe. Procter needs to think about utilizing his hip movement. He's holding on to that half guard, but that just serves to hold on to your opponent on top of you. He needs to start thinking about using the hooks, the elevators, or moving those hips to gain the full guard.
Pálsson top position.
This is where Pálsson eats his bread and butter. From the top, dominant control, ground and pound. He's got to watch the leg here. He'll keep his hips clasped tight and smother the legs.
Beautiful shot.
And this is where Pálsson looks to go to the mountain. But, I mean, Procter's been here before, so he knows the game. He's doing a great job of tying up the arms and controlling the posture.
Pálsson knows, swings beautifully to the back.
Procter's got to get up here. He can't let Pálsson get those double hooks. He's got one hook in. He needs to get his left leg in onto the top of the hip of Procter. But you can see there, Procter blocked that with his arm and turned down to the mat.
He knew it was coming. Big shot from Pálsson.
Pálsson now on top, looking to do damage. Procter needs to be careful about turning away from his opponent. That serves to give up your back, and you can't see the strikes coming. Again, there we go, boom. Pálsson double hooks. This is very dangerous if he flattens Procter out. Now this is a ground and pound we talked about, Rob.
Beautiful. You can hear the shots landing from our position. Big thudding blows.
Procter's in trouble. He's got to move. He's got to control the posture and control the arm.
Pálsson very much in control. Procter frustrated from his back.
Procter
ended around.
Yeah, looked like he was just about to retain guard there. Perhaps worked for a triangle, but he spent the majority of that round underneath Pálsson, eating punches and elbows. Interesting to see Procter there, noticeably tired from all that defending on the bottom. It really does take it out of you when you've got someone on top of you and they are controlling you and you're forced to work. Alan needs to make Pálsson respect his hands, keep the distance, work combos, use that footwork to move off, land power punches and avoid the takedowns.
Dying seconds. So here we go, round two. Procter straight into it with his hands.
Exactly what he needed to do, but he needed to keep the distance to be able to sprawl.
Pálsson comfortable, tears those legs out from underneath Procter.
Big takedown here from Pálsson, Rob.
Procter fires elbows from his back, but with little success.
He needs to explode out of this position. He can't afford to be on the bottom and let Pálsson dominate from the top and keep his weight down.
Pálsson with huge crowd support.
Pálsson from the Milner Gym in Iceland, home to Gunnar Nelson, as we attributed to. And this is evident of the way he fights. He's just able to be very aware of where his weight is. That just comes with experience. There's such high-level guys over there in Iceland, really pushing him and really bringing out the best in him, as we can see here tonight. Procter has yet to find an answer to the top game pressure from Pálsson.
Pálsson possibly looking to work that Kimura, but Procter held on to the inside of his own leg just to stop the arm from being reefed.
Yeah, he did a great job of using the cage as well. It'll be very difficult for Pálsson to finish that Kimura up against the cage.
Big knees.
Time called.
Was there a low blow, maybe?
Maybe the knee to the body went slightly low. Yeah, I think it did. Again, I mean, these referees pick up everything, the best of the business here. And it just makes the fight fair. There's no question, like the first fight these guys had was the illegal strike. Inadvertent, of course, but they really want to win decisively. They don't want to take shortcuts. They don't want to win by DQs. And Procter would get up to 5 minutes to recover. And this is better for everyone all around, the fighters and the fans included, because these fighters now are getting time to recover, Rob. They're replenishing that oxygen debt. And this will enable them to be faster, stronger, and more gas in the tank. Looks like Procter is just wigging it out here. He's got to consolidate himself. Seems to be okay. Medical team seems to be happy. And the referee will wait his okay to restart the fight.
Yeah, looks like we're good. Touch of gloves and we're back to the action. Procter again opens up with his hands. Pálsson tries for the clinch, shoots. Gets that hook.
Nice ball by Procter. Needs to circle off here. He's looking. He could be going for the anaconda choke. But Pálsson way too aware of that. Uses the cage to pass the guard now. He finds himself in side control.
Comfortable, he's got the legs of Procter. Control the hips.
Yeah, they drive his weight now through his shoulder onto the neck of Procter to fully establish the side control position. Once Procter's arm pops off, there we go. Now Pálsson is on top, side control, looking to do damage. He'll often do this. I mean, it's his MO. He smothers his opponent and looks to land damage from the top position. Nice elbows there from Pálsson. Really dropping them down, Rob.
Plenty of weight on those.
Pálsson was maybe looking for an armbar, perhaps another plus. Swinging, oh, he's going for the knee bar.
Won't
inverted round.
Pálsson's weight drops on top. Good thinking.
Throwing up those techniques. I like to see him throw something up like that, make Pálsson react, and then use the opportunity to stand up. Pálsson. Now look, Hickson wrap, there we go. You see the hands clasped, Pálsson.
Beautiful.
Got the figure four grip. This is dangerous. He's going to look to take the back. Both hooks in, looking for the rear naked choke. This looks very tight, Rob.
It's in. It's in. Oh, great work by Procter to pull that away.
Alan Procter, no give up, no inches given, but again, he needs to stop himself being flattened out. He's come to his knees. Give up a bad position for a bad position. The referee's looking on here. These hammer fists are getting through, and it's all over.
Curtains. It's a big win. Pálsson wins it. Procter taking too much damage for the referee.
Procter understandably saying he was okay, but I mean, the referee has a perspective that none of us had. He's really close to the action, coupled with all that experience. Fighter safety is paramount here at FIGHTSTAR Championship. And we see Pálsson with the dominant top control and switching from the back to the mount. He really just smothered Procter, gave him no room to breathe, and constantly firing shots.
And you can see what it means to Pálsson and his crowd as they go crazy.
Pálsson soaking up the well-earned victory here from the crowd at the London venue, FIGHTSTAR Championship. Thor Pálsson with the TKO win over Alan Procter. And that really put a stamp to this amazing fight card here put on. Main event, pro welterweight bout. And we're ready to hand it over to Buddy Showtime Johnson. I've been Dean Midhat here alongside the amazing veteran Rob Nutley. Been a pleasure to call the fights.
Thank you very much.
Safe journeys.
And we shall see you next time here at FIGHTSTAR Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for both our fighters. Come on! This, our FSC main event of the evening, ended at 3 minutes 16 seconds of the second round. To your winner by TKO, Thor Pálsson!